Oh my goodness. I hate to say this, but I don't think about you every day, but I at least think about you once or twice a week, Miss Anne. The Diary of Anne Frank. When I was coming up in school and I graduated from high school, in America we say from high school. Okay, prepositions not a big thing, but it's a marker, it shows you that I'm authentic. We never said I graduated. I graduated from high school because it's not a transitive verb. Graduated from from something. I graduated from a school. The school I graduated from was high. Oh, a little bit too high if you ask me. Okay. I think about this because at some point in my education, not in high school, I was exposed to the Diary of Anne Frank, and it was sanitized, it was edited. She left out certain parts. I can't believe. I wouldn't really even recommend, if you want to read it, I already know everything I need to know. The torture this family underwent in a household that were hiding them from the Nazis, and then the Nazis found them and took them away. Ah, it makes me feel so bad. You know why? I don't care about white guilt. My ancestors didn't own slaves. That's up to you if you have your white guilt about owning slaves. I know that my ancestors probably killed Jews. They probably killed Jews. They would have burned them alive because they thought they were doing the right thing according to their culture. Because in Europe, the peasants hated the Jews. The Jews were a constant presence. Why were the Jews a constant presence? Why would the Jews go where they were wanted? Because in the Middle East it was so much worse. Exactly, right? My goodness gracious. And when I think about October 7th, listen, the Holocaust looks like a day at the park compared. When all the facts come out and you brainwashed cretins come to your senses, you are brainwashed cretins. You realize that. I've been wearing like a shirt all day that says never again is now. My family is not Jewish. My grandparents hated the Jews. My father didn't like the Jews. Didn't like them. Approached hatred at times. Didn't like them. In her later years, my grandmother mellowed after the death of her husband. She hated the Jews in her heyday. You want to know about hatred? A grandmother that you loved, that would be like SpongeBob's. It'd be like the same grandmother, but like a robot that would kill your own grandmother. It's so difficult because Jewish people, they avoid me. I don't know why, but because I'm a Christian, they just avoid her, like, fine, but I do feel bad about it. And listen, the Holocaust, as horrible as it was, what my grandmother did, that it made me feel so terrible, folks, and nobody wants it. My family says, well, how old were you at the time? I'm sure that was doesn't matter how old I was, the fact that it happened. That my grandmother put pamphlets on my lap, and it was all like the Holocaust didn't happen, it was a hoax. It was in a Lazarus box or a Higbee's box. I told that to a couple of my relatives. Well, how old were you when it happened? I'm sure that must have been very hard for you. No, it'd be hard for anybody at any age. The Holocaust happened. I saw the corpses. I saw the dead and the living corpses. Oh, yay. Maybe it's because I'm too much of a gypsy. I can't stand your hypocrisy and your denial of the Holocaust. What a horror it was. October 7th tops that. It's almost like a nuclear topping off. It's like, you want whipped cream on that? And they're saying, well, you need to. My goodness gracious, these people must love God. They would have nuked the entire West Bank and Gaza. Jesus, have mercy on my soul. How do they, please. I mean, that has to be God. I mean, only God can. I don't understand how people can. I'm beginning to really. I know I'm not cracking. I know I'm good because I'm going to the gym. People are beeping at me because I'm not turning left in front of semi-trucks. I'm like, if it wouldn't matter if I said F you, because it's like, well, it wouldn't matter to you because you're too crazy anyway. What the heck is happening here in our culture? What the heck is happening? All these crazy people from Venezuela. I don't even want to talk about Matilda. Matilda, she took me money and she won Venezuela. And then her sons came back and extorted more money from us. What the heck is going on? The Spanish conquistadors, I have nothing to do with it. I'm a Protestant. So, we're Puritans, we're pilgrims. You're mad about the conquistadors. They were Catholic. I'm not Catholic. I mean, I was Catholic, but my mom left the Catholic Church because she chose to commit adultery because she didn't care about her religion. She didn't care about her God. Do you realize that? She didn't give a goddamn fuck. And that affected me a lot. Your stupid church. Our church rules are just a bunch of phony baloney. Didn't stop my mom from screwing around on my dad when he was like the most sincere atheist anybody ever knew. He never, well, I don't know if he never would have, but honestly, what a thing to do. Okay, I have time. I'm upset about things happening in Russia. Nobody ever wants to see bad things happening. I don't know, Russia is okay. I always considered my grandmother just a step away from Russia because she spoke with that Eastern European accent that everybody loves, and she was just very blue-eyed and very compact and Russian in every way that you could imagine. She's just a perfect person. I can't imagine a more perfect person. Like, if I could put her on my shelf, she would be like the perfect person. She's not here with us anymore, folks. Only the imperfect people are left. And we feel terrible about everything that happens. If you made an emotional and a spiritual connection with somebody, you should regard that as authentic, because we all know that our life is limited and transitory, folks. I didn't expect my mom to die when she did, or my dad to die when he did. I thought, well, it's my responsibility to keep him alive. Somehow I felt, listen, folks, as myself, I feel as if I am 99.999% responsible for my longevity. If my longevity should fail, it's on me, because I'm doing everything I can to keep myself alive. I'm not blaming other people. Well, something went wrong. I'm so upset and I'm so unhappy. Listen, folks, I look myself in the face every day in the mirror and I say, oh my goodness gracious, can we do something about this? Okay, so we bring in the makeup artists and the Botox specialists. And but you know what? At least my hair isn't falling out anymore. I just love it. It's like black hair now. It's wonderful. Folks, life is so sad. We see civilization around us just completely disintegrating. It doesn't matter what generation you're from. Like a man saying, I want to be a woman. Listen, I had an uncle who was gay. It's like he never chopped off his penis. And I just he's just like I'm a gay guy. It's like I know I'm a man, but I'm just gay. We're now denying ourselves of our own gender. What the heck is going on with that? Listen, I feel like I'm in a sanctuary when I go to. As soon as I say that never mind, I can't say it because as soon as I cannot say it. If I said it, I would lose it. And that's the Holy Spirit is warning me, Erica, that's it. That's it. And so, if anybody listens to the end of any message that I do, I'm always the type of person trying to get other people to do the right thing. When I'm not capable of doing the right thing myself, I don't have the support. Like, hey, go out and, you need to, what are my talents? Oh, you don't matter. Get out of here. I know, but I do matter. I know that I matter. So if you don't think I matter, then God thinks I matter. But what about this generation, folks? I am very concerned about it, folks. It's not crazy nonsense or weirdness. I'm kind of like the second place gal, kind of like, my mom taught at an inner city school, local to here. And in high school, my senior year, I entered a speech contest. I wrote a very good speech, as you could imagine, that I would write a very good speech. But I was a little bit wooden, and I didn't smile, and I know who got first place. It's fine. I'm glad she did. You know what? That person was born to win. Perhaps I was even born to lose. But mom's student said, she's hot, she's good. Well, maybe someday soon I'll be hot and I'll be great. Like I'll get my second chance or something to be the hot and great person. I'm just an authentic person. I seem to have like features that seem to be. I always feel like I'm incongruous. Like I'm not Hispanic, so like I don't have a little tiny nose. I have this beak-like projection, which is my nose, and then what? My head is too small. What? I'm not very smart. I don't know. I don't have any personality. I know. I try to have. I am trying to acquire a personality. Where's the personality? How does a person get a personality? I don't. Folks, listen. Listen, we're in a downward trajectory for the planet. Like we could nuke the entire planet and wipe out the entire human race. Have you actually considered that possibility? And so this is a long video then. Why wouldn't you explore the Bible before embarking on that course? Thank you for listening to me. Adios, amigos.